It's very important that you be clear about the calculations you expect to be made with the grades that you enter. It might be a good idea to take some sample data and test that you have set up your categories in the way that you intended to. The following discussions will help you better understand the options available to you. You can calculate your grades using a weighted percentage or total points. We'll begin with a discussion of the weighted percentage. In this example, we'll be looking at equal weighting. Consider the following 4 tasks. You have a task worth 25 out of 50, 60 out of 100, 20 out of 20, and 95 out of 100. We'll take the 25 of 50 marks earned, add it to the 60 out of the 100, to the 20 out of 20, and then add that to the 95 out of 100. That will give us a total of 305 marks for the 4 tasks. If we take the total of the 305 and divide it by 4, that is the number of the tasks, then we arrive at an average of 76.25%. Now consider this example with unequal weighting. There will be 3 tasks with weighting values of 1 for each task, and 1 task, the 4th one, with a weighting value of 2. We have 25 out of 50, 60 out of 100, 20 out of 20, and 95 out of 100, but weighted with the value of 2. We'll take the 25 from the 25 out of 50, add it to the 60 from the 60 out of 100, add that to the 20 out of 20, but now, rather than adding 95, we will add 190 because of the double weighting. This gives us 400 marks in total for 5 tasks. Although, in fact, there are only 4 tasks, the weighting would indicate that there are 5. If we take the total of 400 and divide it by the 5, the number of the tasks, then we'll arrive at an average of 80%. We will now look at total points, the second major option available to you for calculations. For total points calculations, the sum of all of the points earned by the student is divided by the sum of the points possible to determine the category average. For example, consider the following 4 task results: 10 out of 20, 15 out of 25, 15 out of 15, and 38 out of 40. If we add the marks that the student earned, 10 plus 15 plus 15 plus 38, that gives us a total of 78 of a possible 100 marks earned. If we then divide the 78 by 100, that will give us 78% as our final result. There is no weight to be set for a task in a category of typical total because the points possible would be used to determine the value of the tasks in the category. For example, this exam out of 40 would already carry a weight of 2 compared to the quiz out of 20. If you are using composite averaging, reporting periods will be treated as if they were separate entities, and grades will be calculated using only tasks from that reporting period. The reporting period average will look at the unit averages. However, if you are using cumulative averaging, the final reporting period grades will be done by taking all of the grades since the start of the class and treating all of the reporting periods together as if they were one reporting period when calculating student averages. If you are using cumulative averaging with a different weighting for the same category in a different reporting period, those differently weighted categories will be treated as separate categories.